So part of the NCCR that Jan just mentioned, no, this is fine, are the platforms. And one of the platforms that's important for today is the academic platform. What the academic platform includes is we've been tasked with the advancement of young researchers as part of what we have to accomplish. And this means helping with their development of their science careers, but also professional development and learning. And today, and this week, you will be having 24 lectures. And we're going to be doing a little bit something different in the middle of these lectures and at the end. So I'm going to ask my two lovely assistants. There are two different things in these folders. This is for all the participants of the school. There'll be two sheets. And if you don't get one by the time they're walking around at the end, just raise your hand until you get one. The first sheet is a feedback form, and it's for the first thing we'll be doing, which is a 5-minute break during each lecture. I've asked each of the lecturers to indicate to me when they would like to take this break. It can be any time during their lecture, after a slide they think is complicated or just maybe new information. And what will happen during this pause, you will get to meet the person next to you. So for 5 minutes, we'll pause the lecture, and there are two rules. You have to talk to the person next to you about what you've just seen in the lectures. So not so much about going out snowshoeing or curling, but about the lectures. And it's just to the one person next to you. If there's no one next to you, you either turn around, look in back of you, or if you have to, in groups of 3. But it's best to do one-on-one. The idea is that you just talk about what you've seen, what you've heard. If you have questions up till that point in the lecture or a comment, and then after 5 minutes, the lecture goes on. So we're not going to ask you to stand up and speak in front of the group. Nothing like this. You just talk to the person sitting next to you. Does anyone else need... Is anyone else missing? No. Okay. So the first page talks about this pause, and I will ask for these back at the end of the day. It's kind of just your reactions to this process. Then there are 6 pages after that, and here's the interactive part of the morning. There are 6 pages that have 4 little sheets on each. So you get to tear them apart into 4 pieces, however you can do that. Fold them, tear them apart. There's 1 little sheet for every lecture that you will have. They are marked with the day and the time and the lecturer's initials. The point of this sheet, and the first 5 of them, for the first 5 lectures, is marked. The idea is that you just write down anything from that lecture, from that hour, that's still unclear to you. If nothing is unclear to you from that whole lecture, you could put down something you learned or you thought was new. But you don't put your name on it. This is anonymous. We will collect them at the end of each lecture, and the lecturers will get to see them. So it can influence also if they revisit a topic or how they look at their lectures, the next ones they're giving, so they know how their presentation went. So the little sheets are just the thing that you were most confused about by the end of the lecture, or something that's still unclear to you, or a term, something like this. And those will be the 2 different kind of features of this school that we will do. And then there's question answer after that. So, thank you. You'll see me again